Greetings to all the viewers. This is Visalakshi Irango in English through Tamil. In the last video, I gave the task of finding the equivalences to the Tamil proverb and the English proverb. Many of you tried, but it is a pleasure to mention the name Kavya and Tilagavati, who are nearer to the equivalences. Congratulations. Now let me give the correct equivalences. The first proverb is Aludalum Pillai Avalthane Peravendum. The equivalent English proverb for this is every bird must hatch its own eggs. Every bird must hatch its own eggs. And the second proverb is every tide has its ebb. The equivalent Tamil proverb for this is Etram undanal Irakkam undu. Etram undanal Irakkam undu. Hi Sam, how are you?
Hey, I'm very good, thank you.
Sam, I know a English learning student who wrote a letter to his parents stating, I am writing my exams well with the spelling RIGHTING instead of WRITING. He got confused because the two words have the same pronunciation but with entirely different meanings.
You are right. These words are called as homonyms, which can be very confusing. They are words with the same pronunciation or spelling but with completely different meanings.
Okay Sam, let us see if we could explain some of the homonyms with their meanings in this video. Shall we start?
Sure, let's go.
So the first word for you is bough, B-O-U-G-H. It means branch of a tree. Example for this word is the boughs of the mango trees were cut off.
BOW is also bow, which means a weapon used for shooting arrows. It can be used in the sentence as Lakshman took his bow and arrows.
Nice. The next word is bare, B-A-R-E. It means uncovered. The example for this word is watch the man in the bare foot.
BEAR is also pronounced as bear, which means endure. The example of this word in a sentence is you must learn to bear the pain.
Okay. Now the word is blue, B-L-U-E. It is a color. The sky is blue in color.
BLEW is also blue, which means a strong wind. It can be used in the sentence as Mohini blew her nose.
Okay. My word for you is allowed, ALLOWED. It means permitted. Example for this word is my father allowed me to go to the cinema.
ALOUD is also allowed, which means in a loud tone. Example for this word in a sentence is Ranjit usually talks aloud.
Good Sam. My word to you is brake, B-R-A-K-E. It is a device used for stopping vehicles in motion. The example for this word is the instructor asked me to give more attention to the car brake.
BREAK is also break, which means to separate. It can be used in the sentence as give yourself a break and get some rest.
Very good. My word for you is seize. S-E-I-Z-E. It means to catch hold up. Example for it is Sonia seized Aravind by the arm.
C-E-A-S-E. It also means seize, and the meaning of this is to stop. It can be used in the sentence as you never cease to surprise me.
Okay, my word is cannon. C-A-N-N-O-N. It means long firing gun. Example for it is beside the cannon a cart was standing.
C-A-N-O-N is also canon, which means rules of a church. Canon law forbids remarriage.
My word for you is canvas. C-A-N-V-A-S. It means coarse cloth. Example for this word is he spotted the canvas.
C-A-N-V-A-S-S is also canvas, which means solicit oaths from. An example for this word in a sentence is in each ward, workers canvassed about 100 oaths.
My next word is diseased. D-I-S-E-A-S-E-D. It means sick. The example for this word is Rahu is a diseased person in the family.
D-E-C-E-A-S-E-D is also deceased, which means dead. The deceased relative did not leave will.
My final word to this session is stationary. S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y. It means not moving or stand still. The example for this word is the train engineer realized that there was a stationary car on the track.
S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y is also stationary, which means writing materials. It can be used in the sentence as I went to the stationery shop.
Very nice, Sam. Thank you very much. I am impressed with your responses. Friends, if you know the simple homonyms, do message them in the commentary box. See you with your homonyms. Bye.